It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. And it comes your way next.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Williams to throw on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
These are game-changing opportunities, Mike. And at this level, when you have a wide receiver that open downfield, you've got to connect. And in this case, he just flat out missed them. And we're talking about a massive play had they connected, but instead, that's a mistake he's going to wish he had back.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. TJ Edwards there on the stop. Now a second down throw for Fields. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Fields to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Fields. Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup past the 25. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the run, here's Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Fields. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, Fields. That's hauled in at the 2. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. Zuerlein's kick is good, and the Jets will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. And let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
The Bears sending out their punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Here's Gibson to return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First and 10. Fields now. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They go play action with Fields. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. To throw is Fields. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And he's in. Garrett Gibson. Touchdown, New York. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Will McDonald there to tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go again with Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He'll try to run for it. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 17-0, the early score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Third and 9. Fields. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
A play fake. Now Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw is Williams. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, Build a little confidence on that sideline so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? On the ground, it's Johnson. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Roschon Johnson, touchdown Chicago.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears are back in this one. It's 17-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Fields now on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similarly.
A give. Here's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He was trying to get that to his running back, Braylon Allen, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. Extra point try now for Zerline. It's up and good. And the Jets up their lead. It's now 24-7. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Whoa. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll go play action here with Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
On second down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
On third down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. On second down, a run with Johnson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Fields now. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 2nd and a yard. Now Fields. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. 3rd down coming up.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate, an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, it's Fields. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Third and a yard. Fields to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. On fourth down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Bears offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to tuck it and go. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. There he goes again. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, He gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Bears.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
Santos for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Second down and 8. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing development. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he'll get about 5. Give up the middle with Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Fields. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Scott now on the return. He'll He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Another run here, another run by Swift. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. A play fake. Now Williams. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Williams. Duvernay with the grab. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. That's to the tight end, Komet. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drop, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. We'll take you back to earlier and some highlights in this one. He had success throwing it, but also success running it, including that rushing touchdown. He has been the unquestioned leader of this offense on the field today. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They give to Hall. Finding room across midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A run here with Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the run, here's Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Hall. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will extend their lead. And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Give up the middle with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down. contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run here with Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Fields. The throw on the run is complete. They get 14 on that hookup, and the Jets have a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Hall. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Third down, 3 to go. He'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
This one taken in by Reynolds. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. A give. Here's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, They do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Another run here with Hall. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Off the play action, here's Fields. He is in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Zerline for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Scott now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
It's first down, and it's Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.